guys, Thogden here, welcome back to New Year today. Of course we're with THOGDAD. He's wearing his special Dukla Prague shirt, which I got him for Christmas actually. And today we're going to be going through our Premier League predictions on game week 24.
Thank you for having me on the channel, Theo. This time I'm going to beat THOGDAD. I did it last time and I'm going for a 2 in a row.
Let's hear the scores on the doors from THOGDAD.
Absolutely. Last week QPR Dylan got 4 points.
Okay.
Thogden got 4 points.
No!
And THOGDAD, I mean this is ridiculous, got 8 points. So next week I'm going to get THOGDog to make my predictions. It's that easy.
All I can say is go follow THOGDog on Instagram.
The scores on the doors: the guests 130, Thogden 144, THOGDAD 186. Some interesting matches coming up, starting off with Aston Villa and Watford, 18th against 17th. Both teams drew at the weekend, but they're in a massive relegation scrap, aren't they, Theo?
One team could take over the other with a win.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot on offer.
The thing about Watford, 23 points all season, but 14 in the last 6 games. They are one of the form teams of the division.
Villa, I can't see them losing, because if they let Watford get 3 points away from them, I can't physically see them accepting that. Therefore, I am going to say a 1-1 draw.
Going for Villa 1, Watford 1 as well.
Villa signed a striker called Samata. He's actually a Tanzanian striker who played for FC Genk, and I reckon he's going to get a goal on his debut. They literally call him Sama Goal. Watford, I'll say Dini's going to score for them. 4 goals in 7 games, can't complain.
I wish I was called THOGDAD Goal, but Josh, over to you, mate.
Aston Villa 2, Watford 1.
Bournemouth against Brighton, 19th against 15th. Another relegation tussle. Bournemouth cannot hit a barn door with a banjo at the moment.
They're on the worst form in the league, but Brighton are 18th in away form in the league. So it's one of those games where one of these teams actually have to score and maybe possibly win. But Bournemouth are at home and I can't see them losing again. Surely not again. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw again. I'm sorry for being boring.
Bournemouth lost 4 on the bounce. Brighton only won 1 of the last 5. I agree, a 1-1 draw.
Josh, what are you going for, mate?
Bournemouth 2, Brighton 2.
Crystal Palace and Southampton, 9th against 13th. I mean, Crystal Palace and Gary Cahill, 2-2 against Man City, eh?
For some reason, Eagles, every time they go to the Etihad, they seem to do all right.
Yeah.
Last year, Townsend scored that goal of the year. Palace are the draw specialists. Southampton have won their last 3 away matches. They recently lost to Wolves. They'll probably want to bounce back from that. I'm going to say they will. I reckon it'll be 2-1 Southampton.
Yeah, Crystal Palace 4 consecutive draws, and I think this will be a 5th. Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 1.
I can understand that.
You've heard our predictions. What do you think, Josh?
Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 2.
Now moving on to a real middle of the table clash, which is Everton Newcastle, 11th versus 12th.
Yeah.
Everton, a good run of form, 10 points in 5 games.
Now the funny thing is, they're both on 29 points.
Yeah.
And Everton's home form is actually really good. They got 20 points at home, so you can see where they get most of their points from. Calvert-Lewin to score, of course, he's got like 10 goals this season, I think. Can we just give Newcastle some credit here?
Yeah.
They just beat Chelsea.
I know.
With a last-minute goal. And can we talk about that St. Maximin cross?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Absolute smash and grab from Newcastle at the weekend. Amazing.
You've got to give it to them.
But you know what? I'm going with home advantage here. Everton 1, Newcastle 0.
Now it's time for Josh.
Everton 1, Newcastle 1.
Ooh, now this is going to be a really good game. 7th against 2nd, Sheffield United against Man City.
It's going to be such a good game, I just want to be there.
Yeah.
If we look at the weekend, Dad,
Yeah.
Arsenal drew to Sheffield United at the Emirates,
Yeah.
and City drew to Palace at Etihad.
I know.
Say that a few years ago, I'd be telling you a mug. Will City really drop more points?
It's hard to call, isn't it? I mean, let's not forget City, 64 goals this season. That's 12 more than Liverpool. Aguero's got 15 of them. But let me give you a little THOGDAD fact.
Ooh.
The most assists this season in the Premiership is, of course, Kevin De Bruyne with 14.
It has to be.
But who do you think is second place with 9? Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm going to go Sheffield United 1, Man City 2.
I'm stuck on what I want to go with here.
Yeah.
I've got written down 2-2 draw. I'm going to stick with it. McBurney and Lundstram to score.
Thogden is going there.
Ooh, maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Over to its fusion, Josh.
Sheffield United 0, Manchester City 2.
Another classic game here, a London derby between Chelsea in 4th and Arsenal in 10th.
Head-to-head, Chelsea have won the last 3 out of the 4. Obviously, one of them being the Europa League final where they smashed them 4-1.
Yeah.
But Arsenal at the moment, they're 10th place. You know, Chelsea are actually doing okay with a lot of their youth as well in 4th. you're going to have to back Chelsea at Stamford Bridge to win this, surely. And I was at the reverse fixture. I'm going to say 2-1 Chelsea.
Ooh, you don't...
Tammy Abraham brace and Pepe to score for Arsenal.
Right, you don't think Martinelli is going to start banging them in?
Well, I mean, when Aubameyang's out for such a big game, it's going to haunt them.
Chelsea have won 12 games in the league. Arsenal have won only 6.
Wow.
So they only win 1 in 4 games.
That's crazy.
So I'm going with home advantage. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1.
Over to the big man in East Anglia. Josh, what are you going for?
Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2.
Leicester versus West Ham, 3rd against 16th. Now, Leicester have lost 3 of the last 5, haven't they?
It's crazy, and they haven't won in 4 home matches, which is for a Leicester team, and we saw the form they were in. And on top of that, if Jamie Vardy doesn't score in this game coming up, he will have the largest drought that he's had since October 2018.
Wow.
I'm going to go Leicester 2, West Ham 0.
And I'm just going to agree, Leicester 2, West Ham 0. Now, I want to know what you think, Josh.
Leicester 1, West Ham 1.
Now moving on to Spurs against Norwich, 8th against 20th. Not a great season for Spurs.
And Norwich, before we're going to say anything, finally won!
I know.
THOGDAD got it right. I can't see Spurs messing up. Even United won this 4-0.
Yeah, but let's think the unthinkable. Norwich are now only 6 points behind Watford in 17th.
Yeah.
Can Norwich stay up?
I believe in them. Tottenham 2, Norwich 0, with a Heung-min Son brace for me.
Spurs, though, only 2 points in 4 games. Now, this has got potential banana skin written all over it. I'm going to go with Spurs 2, Norwich 0.
Now let's go to the Brighton fan. Josh, what are you going for?
Tottenham 3, Norwich 1.
Moving on now to a Lancashire derby between Manchester United in 5th and Burnley in 14th. A very important win for Burnley, wasn't it, at the weekend?
It was a massive one. And, you know, in this game, Rashford being out is going to be a massive blip for United. And actually, when you look head-to-head, the last 3 games at Old Trafford were all draws.
Yeah.
Burnley are up for this game. So I think United are going to win this. It's going to be a shit game, 1-0.
Manchester United, do you think they can catch Chelsea in 4th place?
Not right now. With you know, having Rashford out, you know, they're relying on an 18-year-old Mason Greenwood to get them goals. Now, he's a great player, but when you're relying on an 18-year-old, it says something. I'm
going to go with Manchester United 2, Burnley 0. Over to you, Josh.
Manchester United 2, Burnley 0.
Liverpool fans, we're going to talk about you now because there's 2 games left, the first one of which is Wolves versus Liverpool.
It is
6th against 1st.
Wolves did well to beat Southampton. Very hard place to go, team on fire, you know what I mean? So to get that win is important because I think they're going to lose this. Wolves 1, Liverpool 2, and I'm going to go for a Mane brace.
Now, I'm just going to have to agree with you again.
Again?
I'm too chicken to predict a draw.
Josh, what are you saying, mate?
Liverpool 3, Wolves 1.
And the next game is West Ham against Liverpool, 16th against 1st.
That's mad. Liverpool fans, get your popcorn in because we're talking about you 2 times running and I'm going to back them again. I'm going to say West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. To predict Liverpool to lose now, you're stupid.
Now, every FPL manager up and down the country is thinking, buy Liverpool players. I'm going for West Ham 0, Liverpool 2, and we've agreed too much there.
We share the same genes, so I'm not really shocked. But let's hear what Josh thinks, and maybe it'll be different to us.
West Ham 0, Liverpool 2.
Right, now it's time to move on to Fantasy Premier League. Now, it's obviously a massive week with it being a double game week, so I'd prefer to talk about what we're going to do for the next game week rather than our points. Mainly because I got 30 points, guys. I did shocking. THOGDAD's going to get out his L hand, as he always does. The average was 44. I had a shocker, I'll admit it. THOGDAD, how do you do?
You might have noticed that I've not got out my L hand.
Why?
Because I delayed it.
Oh,
what a loser, Theo.
You made me think for a second you might have done as bad.
No, I did better. I didn't do great.
Okay.
I was saved by Pope, the Burnley keeper.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Hit the like button just for this Dukla Prague away shirt. THOGDAD 9. If this t-shirt doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. It's Tuesday night. We've got some Premier League action. You can't beat it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Have a great evening, and we'll see you all later. Yeah? Have a good one.
Bye-bye.